Hi folks, Tuli Kupferberg here. What again? We're continuing our world-breaking pioneer show to prove that people who watch TV are not illiterate. And we're continuing with our picture cartoon book called, don't tell me it's called, no, that isn't what it's called, don't tell me it's called, Don't Make Trouble. This is part 2 of an endless series. And you remember we left off part 1 with this cartoon. We were visiting John Keats in his London flat, Chelsea, and he was writing his wonderful poem. But not all you need to know. And my God, this guy is carrying a dispossess for poor John. This is a 1934 cartoon. God, what a day. What a day. I've been clubbing strikers for 8 hours. And we rush on to 1987. This is a Korean policeman exhausted, surrounded by spent tear gas containers. A policeman rested after a clash with protesters in Seoul. Well, the more things change, the harder they are to change back, right? No, I mean the harder they are the more they change the same. FDS, feminine desexualizing spray. Oh no, deodorant spray. And they have them for men now, you see. Men, when she goes down, does she go yech? Use cocksure and be sure of your cock. That's cock sure. I think they're experimenting in Peoria, they're test marketing anus is all, and it takes away anal odor.
Or your anus.
Yeah. Anus is all it's called. Or Uranus, yeah. This is the dawning of the age of Uranus, the age of Uranus.
No smell, no smell.
Nasmo smell. Let me read some of this. You can't read that, I'm sure. This was an ad in, I don't know where. Bullets That Change America is a tribute to the gallantry of North and South. What about the East and West? Our Civil War bullet plaques are splendid and honorable mementos in 2 versions, blue and gray. What happens when you mix blue and gray? It holds 9 lead bullets cast from the original molds. Authenticity is assured. The royalties on the great struggle, endorsed by the British Muzzleloaders Association.
Oh, wow.
Now, Bullets That Changed America. And coming next, our fabulous series, Bullets That Really Changed America. The bullet that killed Lincoln, Garfield, the bullet that killed McKinley, the bullet that killed the Kennedys, specify JFK or RFK. Bullet that killed Martin Luther King, tastefully coated in brown. Bullet that will kill our next president. The mystery bullet. Money cheerfully refunded if attempt is unsuccessful. In order now, first one under order is 1 milligram of plutonium from the original Hiroshima blast in a special commemorative plastic bag. Hurry up, folks, they're going fast. Oh, Hiroshima dead, I mean, not a Chernobyl dead. You all know Ted Berrigan, the great poet. Bunny Berrigan, some of you youngsters may not know, he's a great Chicago trumpet player who died of chronic alcoholism or car crash or some combination of But he was a great player. He was a great player. Let's show the dog. Someone once changed one of my cartoons. They didn't want the dog on the leash. I could dig that. I could dig that. But what are you going to do
Put it up.
if you live in the city?
Oh, this way up?
Yeah, this way up. Well, let's see what the cartoon says then. Hey, Tosis. Yeah, you... Oh, no, let's see here. This psychic reading, Edgar Casey, Crest, 1941. Before that, the entity was in the Greek and Persian land. When there were those activities in which there were the Roman powers being manifested in the lands of Eastern Asia as known in the present. Very bad, confusing grammar. 7. The entity was a Grecian, beautiful in body, beautiful in purpose, beautiful in the abilities, yet, as one of the associates or companions of a Roman officer, the entity used same to ensure the material welfare of the entity in that period of experience. In other words, she was a fucking whore, to use a derogatory term. The name was then Sophia Delhan, and I'm not anti-prostitution, believe me, except in marriage. In the experience, the entity lost, the entity gained, but the abilities and the political and the activities as attained to the fields of... This guy should take an English course. In relationships one to another rise from these experiences. Use same in thy daily activity. And here's this woman. Hey, Tosis, yeah, you with the mega membrum. What do you think of them, am I? This is a picture of her in her former life. Now she's, I think she, one of Trump's second stringer. No. Okay. Honesty in government. Oy vey's mea. This is from Ecclesiasticus. That's one of the Apocrypha. Jest not with a rude man, lest thy ancestors be disgraced. Oy vey's mea. This is signed by... You all can see the double figures here, right? The vase and then the two. See, there's the vase, right? But you can also see the two faces if you look at the black.
Ooh, boy.
Boy, that's tricky. Remember Psych 5? And this is signed by Honest Joe Ford, president of Truth Incorporated of the Heavenly Foundation. And these two things are both the same size.
The same size.
Both
Which
the
line
same.
is the same size?
They're both the same size. It's sort of like a penis. When you're excited, when a woman is sexually excited, she actually thinks it's larger than it is. You know, Hellman, sometimes even the chancellor must stand naked and jerk off. Show the litter on the ground. This tree's really going to get sent up. This tree's really going to get sent up. These ads for Manufacturers Hanover appeared, and the drawing looked familiar. Yes. Well, it says living in New York isn't cheap, but our basic checking will help you get where you want, do what you want. We'll screw you as good as any other bank. And Edward Sorel is one of America's greatest cartoonists. And I guess he's got a lot of bills. So, my God. This says, my God, America's greatest political cartoonist doing ads for Manu Bank. Oh well. Let's see, that has to be touched up a little too. Vote for me, why?
Good enough.
Good enough. I can't think of a better reason. This is a Herb Block cartoon. The one on the left. I fixed it up a little. Thanks, Herb. Lanny and I just came from the Socialist Scholars Conference. You remember these two, right? Old actors, yeah. Nancy was an actor too, you know. Oh, the Pope was an actor. That what you don't know. He was an actor.
Probably doesn't recall that he was an actor.
Yeah, the Pope either. The Pope is a singer. He has an album out. You know, it's still available.
I was a Nazi for Jesus. No.
No, the Pope is a Nazi. He's a papist.
A papist.
Sometimes I use folk expressions, but I credit them. This is one of those. Did God give it to you? No, my Father. Where did he get it? That's where he got it. And where did he get it from? He fought for it. Okay then, I'll fight you for it if I wasn't a pacifist. This is again from that great book of the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken in her attempts. Yeah, you should be so lucky. You a singer? Reminds me of my trip to Jerusalem, where I looked in a bar in a dim, dark section of Jerusalem. I saw a guy dressed in a completely outfitted chassid's gown, clothes, knocking him off by himself. Logan Pearsall Smith said the left, but I added the TV.
Updating.
Goldman wrote I don't think the biography is that bad, actually. There's a lot of information. It turns out John was not a saint. But this part about...
Neither was St. Jude.
This part about his being gay, he reveals that as some great revelation, if it was true. What the hell? What the fuck is the difference now? Now, this is from Pope, the almost great English reactionary poet, had this couplet that went, I am his Majesty's dog at Kew. Pray, sir, whose dog are you? Oh, this is a play on that. I am his bosses who are at Chase. I'm Orson. I won't let you drink it till I'm paid. Leotards and bedwomen, Bob Fosse's big deals, the chorus. Okay, says the chorus. You're representing a big bank. The 40 young dancers are auditioning for parts in a dance number that will wrap up worldwide at the Chase Manhattan Bank. Ferraros, our former vice presidential candidate earned $750,000 for a Pepsi commercial. Eleanor Roosevelt endorsed Zenith hearing aids. General Douglas MacArthur endorsed a watch. And Richards, let's see. Ronald Reagan, of course, did ads for Chesterfield and General GE. That's before he would get $2 million a shot to plug some Japanese company. He did a painting, this guy, for the Travelers. It upset me at the time, but I came to realize, Oh, they chose the wrong painting, but they chose the one that would best advertise the company. It upset me at the time, but I came to realize they were right. And let's focus on this guy.
He looks familiar.
He left home without. He didn't leave Argentina without it. Yeah, what else did I do? Honest Fred, he might have stayed in business because Crazy Eddie went out. But he went out, he took a few score $1 million with him, I understand. He's missing. We can all read that, man. You know, it reminds me of minor surgery. The difference between minor and major surgery. Major surgery is what I have. Minor surgery is what you have, when you have. It's an actual quote.
Of course, as we all know, bullets kill people. People who fire guns with bullets kill people.
That's Thoreau's quotation. How much more time we got for?
Well, we've got 10 minutes.
Oh, we do? Okay, good.
Oh, my personal favorite.
These two people at the left are saying, this is boring, let's go to the Stony. Organic hemlock, okay, now. This was at the beginning of Ronnie's career. Remember, the president today fired them all, arrested their leaders, and outlawed their union. Fucking Polak commie bastard, and then flew with his wife Nancy for a well-earned 42-day vacation at a 688-acre mountaintop ranch estate in Goleta, California.
What a stand-up kind of guy.
This was at the last Insect Day parade. This is from the Italian Bandiera Rossa, red flag, the communist song. Bandiera Rossa, triumphera, Bandiera Rossa, triumphera. You can move on to the other ones while I sing. Bandiera Rossa, triumphera, viva l'anarchismo, mo e libertà. Focus on the ad here. In this overcrowded world, a small independent school for creative and gifted children. Students, birth through 12 years. How old is a child? 3 months. Yes, we do have a young neonates program. No, that's 3 months pregnant. We're tracking him for Harvard, so we thought we'd head start. Okay, now.
All right, another load, okay.
All right. But think of all the wonderful ads you get to see. Think of how much per second they cost and how many homeless there are. Who do we want? Mashiach, that's Messiah. When do we want him? Now. This was photographed in Williamsburg. You'll remember Watts, right? The guy that even Reagan had to get rid of. It's an old English saying. Oh.
Gravity is our...
This is Temple Emmanuel. The Yom Kippur services. Good seating is still available. Oh Lord, I'll clean that up later. Oh Lord, oh, you can read it yourself, right? Shul is a synagogue. What's the rush? First one home gets breakfast in bed all year. You all know what that is, right?
Swain.
What? Sperms and an egg. This happened to me on an East Side bank. It was the chemical bank. Where they spray you with chemicals.
What was your reaction?
Yeah, I had a chemical reaction. Now let me read some. Oh no, this is. Yeah, I think you can read that. Oh yeah, let me read the caption. Tracy Miller left an assistant Tara of Stamford, Connecticut, at the U.S. Military Academy. They're twins. They made West Point history. I like this part. And the name tags are no help for the professors. They wouldn't be for their victims either. American Medical gets offer. This is Leroy Pesh, the Chicago doctor, who wants to buy American Medicine. Oh no, American Medical International. He's just going to buy one of the companies. Here's a wonderful quote by George Bernard Shaw. You can all read it. I think that's from The Doctor's Dilemma. Hurrah for GBS. No, don't read The Biggest Prick. That's confusing, I know, but this is just sort of one of the few without words, but you can see they've just given him the thumbs down, and it's the Roman Colosseum. He's giving them the up thumb.
Sure it's not the middle finger?
Yeah, that's what, it is the middle finger, yeah. Something that doesn't love a Kissinger. You know the rumor that he's a Nazi, that he's a secret Nazi. He too got a multi-million-dollar contract to be a NBC consultant, I think, after he killed hundreds of thousands of people in Vietnam. People like that are hard to be on. This is our science section. By transplanting individual oncogenes into mouse eggs, together produced the mice that always develop cancers of the liver, or the brain or the kidney, depending on the transplant the original ova received. You won't have to develop new breeds. You can make what you want to order. While not discounting the talents, and he believes the success has been greatly aided by good luck. I spent a lot of time here, he said, because you don't get this lucky very often. Here are some of the lucky mice here. Jack's not so lucky, he doesn't have cancer, but Jim Mouse, he's lucky Jim. Okay, this will be the last one we do. Let's fit this in. This is under the great Cox administration. They had occupied the park with a whole flea market of kitchens, living rooms, everything in the world, Stern, that's the park commission said. They're allowed to stay in the park, but they're not allowed to set up housekeeping. What they've done is taken over a significant portion of the park, excluded it from public use. We got their belongings out of the rain. They would it's against the law to dispossess someone in the rain who has a home. Whatever the regulations are, Koch said, they'll be enforced. Mr. Locke, city acted because there was going to be a Dukakis rally, and they didn't want the sightless. The commissioner, the law and its Manitou France, the law and its majestic equality forbids the rich as well as the poor to sleep under bridges, to beg in the streets, and to steal bread. This concludes part 2 of the great novel, poem, cartoon book, Don't Make Trouble, and the third part will reach you at an unexpected time. Try not to be homeless then, because how will you watch the show? Hey, did a homeless get cable? I think they get a cable around their neck.
Yeah, for the most part.